YouTube? It's your boy Keith. Another trading video, man. We're back with another trading video. Um, yeah. So today is Tuesday, May 13th. Like we said, we're pretty much gonna recap what happened yesterday for SPY. Then we're gonna get into a couple of these stocks, man. But yeah. So like we said, on yesterday, coming into this week, we was looking for a green candle to solidify this low right here at 562.76. You end up getting that green candle, or you could have just looked for the next high to solidify. But we end up getting that green candle high. Let's see. It probably look a little confusing, y'all. All right. So we end up getting that higher. So now we got this low solidified. Now, anything can happen now. We already got our higher high. Anything can happen. We could come down, look to make a new higher low, or we can continue to keep shooting up, to keep this high pushing. After having a green candle. And did we close? Let me see if we closed above that previous high. This was the low. This is the high. What's this high? 583.13. I don't think we closed above it. I don't even think we touched it. Yeah, we didn't even touch it. So we didn't even get to touch it. So we're still good. If we would have touched this high, this 583.13, and then came down, like close below it, then yeah, I'll say, hey, we could see that reversal coming. To start looking for that higher low. We still can, because it could just be within that range of that 583 to 583.13. So we still can see that reversal coming to look for the higher low, but based off of just this green candle, I'm thinking we still should go up because we need to come to get that 583.13. Sorry about that. At 583.13, we gotta come touch it. Now we shoot past it, we should keep going, and we just ride longs until we see a red daily candle. So right now my bias is long, you know what I'm saying? But only thing, like I told y'all, if you're not already in it, it's kind of like you can possibly get in somewhere in here. You just got to go on a lower time frame. But it's just a little bit risky because it already made its higher high. Usually when you're in trading, you want to go into calls, you don't want to get in when that new high got set. You want to wait on the pullback. You want to wait till that higher low gets set and then take it going back up. Just because it's already made it high, at any moment it can come down, make a lower high. A higher low, or it can make a lower low if you want to break to a downtrend. So it's risky right here, but you could, you know what I'm saying, it's green, so it should keep going up until you see a red candle. So we're just gonna say we're still bullish for now. But yeah, right now it's already pretty much at that target, that 83.13 that we were saying. So that's the first target. Next, right around here, this 83.60. I'll say 83.60 all the way up to 92.50. We just rounded these numbers off. Just this whole range right here is next target area. We can close above, and boom, up to, like I said, them 600s, possibly back to them highs at 612, 611. So honestly, today we're looking to see if we can push and close above. If we get this tap of 83.13, we gotta see us close above it. If any close below it, hey, I'm thinking we're coming down to make a higher low. And like I said, it could just instantly start making a higher low now. But I'm just saying, if we get that tap of that 13, hey, we gotta close above. We gotta close above to keep the momentum going long. What else? And I believe we probably already had got that 13 in the pre-market. I didn't even check and see. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking. I'm thinking along. Let's get these drawings back on here. We do have. I think this yellow line was my weekly. Oh, actually, nah. Was that my weekly? No, it was this. I just was marking up this daily gap. I just wanted to see this gap, y'all. See if we was closing above this gap. That's why I had this yellow box here. We can actually delete it now. Did close above. I was just trying to see if we was gonna close above it. Let's see, let's see. So now we still got this gap right here that we haven't got into this daily gap. Um, which is at 83.25. So we didn't even tap into this daily gap yet. But once we tap into it, hey, if we can't close, we see a hard rejection off of it. Hey, expect us to make our higher low, and we should be coming down. But if we can pull, cause we already shot up, pull back. If we can push into it and close within it or close past it, hey, continue to go up to these, like I said, these targets. Um, so we're looking for right now. If you're trying to stay long, you're looking for this because I can see already we in the pullback for the pre-market. So we're looking for pullback, come up, down, shoot through. That's what we want to see. That's what we would like to see. But we can also see this scenario. We can come up, come back out. You know what I'm saying? Come up and shoot down to make that higher low, and then continue to go back up. So yeah, it's many and multiple scenarios. But like I said, since that daily is green, we're instantly thinking, hey, stay bullish until we see a red candle come. So we're staying bullish. Um, let's go to the lower time frame at 4 hours. Well, actually, let's go back to the daily real quick. So, like I said, we do got this gap. Then we got an actual fair value gap right here. So we got multiple. We got pretty much got two levels. I'll say really it's just two levels that we really gotta, or zones we really gotta focus on to see if we can make it to them highs again. If we can close past here. If we get a close above this gap, I almost certain that we gonna at least get up to the 600, 604. If we just close above this zone. And honestly, I really want to say if we close above this zone, we probably gonna get the highs too. So this is huge to see a close above this gap right here. This is huge to see a close above this gap. Um, especially this high right here. But I honestly think we could, like I said, we close above this gap, we could be coming up for them highs. Let's go to the 4 hour. Like we said, we're bullish. So let's check out this 4 hour and see where, if you didn't get in, possible entries. And for me, yesterday I was gonna get in some zero DTE loans because I told y'all yesterday. I said if we get any pullback, and I said to 76, I think. But I said I don't think we're gonna go below 76, which was right here. Yeah, we didn't go below it. I said if we see any pullback, just get in loans and set. I think I said set your stop loss like at this candle body, so this fair value gap. Um, right here at the top of the fair value gap, I believe. Um, or was it this camera? I can't even remember exactly. I had to go back and check the video. But I know I said I don't believe we're going below 76. But when it pulled back, you could have gotten them longs like I told y'all, and then I said aim for that this fair value gap, and then possibly all the way up here if you get it out for the whole week or 2 weeks. But I was looking at zero DTE, so I was just looking for. I was going to get in, and I was looking for just to get back to 82, 83, which it did. But I just didn't like how the price action was moving yesterday. It was moving a little slow. For me, like it wasn't moving fast enough for me for the zero DTEs. And y'all know on Mondays some contracts are overpriced. So if it's not moving pretty quick in your direction, it kind of don't really be worth it. And then I was like, hey, by the time I was gonna get in, it was already at 70, like 79. So I was like, do I really just want a $2, $3 move? And it can stall its way out. You know what I'm saying? Don't push up to the very end. Um, with a zero DT. So I end up actually getting in Crowdstrike, which I told y'all on that video, the previous video. Crowdstrike was at 419. I said, hey, Crowdstrike got to catch up. It should be up. It jumped up like I think it said it jumped up maybe like 12, $13. And I said, hey, CrowdStrike should be up like 20, $25. So when I seen it was at 19, I was like, hey, it still got potential for at least like another $6 move or so. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up getting in a CrowdStrike loans. When I seen this come down here, I got in CrowdStrike loans. And I think CrowdStrike was at like four. When I got in, I think it was at 419. It's at four. Well, pre-market's probably at like 426 now. And I like that a lot better just because, hey, I can hold that contract the whole week. Especially if we can, like I said, push past this right here. I can see CrowdStrike being at like 440, 430s. You know what I'm saying? At mid 430s, high 440s. Um, by the end of the week, especially if we get some decent news from Powell, a nice push from Powell. Um, but yeah, so I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I said if you already got in loans, you're good, you're holding it. But let's look on a lower time frame to see where you can potentially get in if you want to go long. All right, so the 4 hour, let's go for the 4 hour. I think these is 1 hour. I'm not too sure. I ain't want to delete the orange levels yet, but I think these is my 1 hour. Let's see. I didn't want to delete them just yet. Yeah, this is a 1 hour gap. I just didn't want to make another box, but it's a 1 hour gap. Um, and we closed above it, so that was good. So that's a 1 hour fair value gap to the downside, which we end up closing back above. I want to see us push back to these highs. Now I don't even want to see us come back down here at all. Because if we come back down here, we're definitely coming down to 78. We might even come take the 76, which I do not expect. So honestly, at this point, I'm thinking we should just completely just go straight up now. Especially just take these highs. But you never know because we do got news at 7:30. It can wick down, come up. It can wick down and just shoot straight down. It can do whatever. So, but let's look for the 4 hour. Let's go back to the 4 hour. If you was looking to get in on the 4 hour, honestly, I'll say it's a potential entry, but I really don't. Like I told you, I like getting in off of fair value gaps. But this is a potential. If you want to look at this as like an order block or something, um, this potential entry. I usually like getting in on fair value gaps. Maybe if I go on a lower time frame, I see a fair value gap in this area, then yeah, it gave me the confidence to hold it. But if you was just looking straight off the 4 hour, and I had to tell you to enter, we already had tapped this daily fair value gap. Um, that 4 hour fair value gap, I believe it's right here too. Yeah, we tapped into the 4 hour one also. Did we? What's this high? This high is 83.95. What's this one? 84. Oh, so no, we didn't tap in it yet. We got real close. We got real close. Um, let's see. Let me see. We do have this upwards fair value gap, I believe. Let me see. Well, actually, we didn't even. That was not upward. Got this one, 82, 87. Well, I'm just gonna base off this most recent one. Whenever you got multiple fair value gaps, just base off that most recent one. So I'm looking off that 83. It gotta get up to 83.92. But yeah, like I said, if I'm on the 4 hour and I had this base off my 4 hour, we're gonna just follow whatever the recent trend is. So we just had our, say this was our low right here. Well, we already made a new high, so this is our low right here. Higher high, low, higher high again right here. Then we made another low, but only thing now, we made a new low. We should be getting loans right off of what? A green counter. Because green, we should be getting loans. It should be sitting like this. And when it comes to my strategy, y'all, my strategy is, hey, stick to your rules. If we're in an uptrend, once you see a higher low get set and we get a green counter, you can get in. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I like getting off of fair value gaps. But it's, hey, my main rules is for my trend. For my strategy. This is the main rule. When in doubt, if you're in the uptrend, once you make this low, or once we're coming down and we know we're looking for a higher low, soon as we get a green counter, boom. And this is only for the higher time frame. Lower time frames, so like only for, I say, you kind of can use it for the 15, but I really want to say that 1 hour or that 4 hour. See the color going the direction of your trend, you should be able to get in. You know what I'm saying? And set your stop loss at the bottom of that color. So if we're in the uptrend, that green candle, the bottom of that green candle should be your stop loss every time. Let me delete this. I meant to use 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're in the uptrend. Soon I see us coming down, say this red, or whatever. Soon I see that green, boom, get that green. I'm getting it. I'm setting my stop loss. You really want to set at that solidified level. Like if you can get it real close, that's my thing. If it's pulling back and it's super close to that last low you had, and you just got a green counter, that's the perfect type of trade. Hold up, I keep clicking that. So if it can get close to here, that's a perfect trade right there. Just because now I don't have to set my stop loss on a potential low. I can set on my actual solidified low. But if you get in a scenario like how it is right now, the last solidified low we had was all the way down here, so it's kind of far. Unless you don't mind having that big stop loss, you're supposed to set it at that last candle, low. So, say if you're in this scenario, boom, if that was that low, and then you got a green candle right here, hey, get in. Say your green candle closed right here, get in right here, stop loss at that low. You know what I'm saying? And then you aim for this high. So you just aim for that high right there. So this will be how your ratio looks. So you got in at 3. Stop loss supposed to be at that bottom of that candle. The target is just the high first. You know what I'm saying? You gotta see if you can go above, close above, and hold above. So that'll be your, you know what I'm saying, your trade. Especially if you don't got no fair value gap or anything to go off of. And you know what I'm saying, you know the trend, you know the market is gonna keep pushing, but you don't see no clear cut entry. Those are like, this is the base of my trading. Like every time, but like me, like I said, for me, I really don't want to get in unless I see at least I say heavy position. I get in light, like right here, I get in light, but I'm not going regular size without my fair value gap just because it make me comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Here, I'm getting in with, like, say if I'm used to 3 cons, hey, I'm getting in with 1 if I really think we're gonna keep moving. So this will be, so say if I got it in right here, my stop loss will be the bottom of that green candle. And your first target is that high. Now, even if you think we're going up here, hey, just be safe. Aim for this high. So this is just a little 1-to-1. Aim for this high. You know what I'm saying? And see if you can push past and hold above. You know what I'm saying? Hold above. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see the market come up slow and barely get past it. We need enough room for it to. We gotta see it push up enough to where, hey, when that pullback come, it's still gonna stay above this level. You know what I'm saying? Or is it gonna slightly go below the level and then go up? We really wanted the best scenario though. The best scenario there is this. We push up. We push up far enough to where this pullback don't even go touch that. Boom. Now we gone. You know what I'm saying? Um, as y'all can see, the Crowdstrike at 28 now. I knew it went down, but I didn't know how much it went down. But yeah, like I was saying, that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is this: we come up real close and barely even get past it. Hey, more likely it's gonna come back down and find a new higher low, or it's gonna come all the way down and it's reverse. Um, so and same thing for if it push all the way up and come back down and close to it. But the best case scenario to where you really know it's a continuation, if we like say if I'm looking at the 4 hour, and we close with enough distance to where hey a pullback can still stay above this high, oh yeah we're gone. You know, so we're gone. Um, but yeah, my see I be getting off track, y'all. I be getting off track. My biggest thing was hey for the 4 hour we look for entry. Hey, this is a slight entry. You know what I'm saying? You don't have any fair value gaps to judge off of on the 4 hour. Other than this 1 hour fair value gap, but I'm just saying if we was looking at straight the 4 hours. Really don't got no entry other than hey, we close above potentially this order block. Cause you don't the only other gap you got is all the way down here. And you really don't want to see it come down there if you want to go long. Cause if it come all the way down here, hey, best believe we're finna consolidate for a little while. But yeah. So that'll be your entry, like I said, which is right now, but you can't get in the pre-market unless you're in futures. You can get in now though. You know what I'm saying? Um, but if you by the time the market open, say like I said, say if the market open up and we're up here, or we at least heading up here, wait until see wait until we see that 4 hour push past this level. Um, so let me put an alert. Wait until we see this 4 hour push pass, and we want to see it. Like I said, we want to see it push past with a nice momentum. Probably come up to 480. I'll say come up to about around at 584.60, 584.50, around there, just so it can have a small, you know what I'm saying, small little pullback, possibly down to like 584 flat, and then shoot straight up. You know what I'm saying? Now it could just shoot straight up. It could just come all the way up. If it shoots straight up and it come all the way up to like 85, 50, hey, you might just need to just get get straight in longs because we probably finna just shoot straight past all of this. Um, and don't really have any pullback honestly. But yeah. So by the time the market open up, it'll probably like be around, probably right around here. You just gotta wait until it push past this high. And see how the market look when it get past the high to determine your entry. And if it gets up here to this high, you know it solidifies this low. Um, and once it solidifies this low and it makes a new high, what it got to do now? It can keep going up if we got a green candle. But if it's like say if it's this a red candle, see how this red candle came? That's why we didn't keep going up even though we made a new high. That red candle indicates hey we're looking for that higher low. So if it go and beat this high and it's a red candle, it's gonna come down and make that higher low. But if it beats this high and it closes with a green candle, it should continue to go up to the because it's not at the level it's not at the level that it wants to reject it yet. If it closes above green, you know what I'm saying? Not until it gets like a wick or it be a red candle. Um, but yeah, so let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour pretty much the same as that 4 hour. Except now you got a actual fair value gap. You got two fair value gaps. You got this fair value gap that we showed on the far left, and then we just got this one right here we just made. Um, and it clearly it looked like it might be a 15 one somewhere around this range just because we're rejecting off of something. Because we closed inside this gap and we did not complete it, so that means it must be another gap somewhere else. Um, and it's a gap right here. Also, there's a lot of fair value gaps. But if you was on the 1 hour, you had to look for entry. I'll say you made this high, you made a low, then you made a higher high. After this higher high came, the second higher high, I would say you probably you could have got it loans right after this next higher high, just because you could set your low down here and set your high up here. It's not too far. It probably give you a 1-to-1. Just because once it made this high, we may not even see any more red 1 hour candles until we come take that high out. So, but this would have been once you made that high, boom. I see we switched to an uptrend because we were in a downtrend. Once we made that second high, uptrend instantly. And I think this would be like a 1-to-1. Let me see. Oh, it's a little bit more than a 1-to-1. You could have set it up like this, you know what I'm saying, and aim for that high. And the reason why I don't mind taking these trades like this is because, yes, as we can see, a lot of these, like the ones I kept showing y'all, if you get in without no fair value gaps and stuff, a lot of times it's like a 1.5, 1.8 trade. You know what I'm saying? It average out between that 1.5 to 1.8 trade, just off of you just going to the most recent high. A lot of times when it's doing that, when we get in off of this, if we look on that macro, you know what I'm saying, time frame, our targets are all the way up here. So yes, we're just looking at it being a 1.45 or 1.5, but we really know, hey, the main target once it beat this, it's really going up to this level. So it end up, just say if it gets halfway, it end up being a 2-to-1, 3-to-1. So we can lose, you know what I'm saying? We can lose a trade here and there. But when we win, hey, we're winning big. We're going all the way up to the top of the gaps and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? 4-to-1. That's how you that's how you that's how you're able to be okay with them losses. Cause you know, hey, when we win, we're going to them key levels on the macro time frames. We're just kinda, you know what I'm saying, kinda not being too patient, cause we still you really, like I said, being real patient is waiting on the gaps, waiting on the key levels. But like I said, if you just getting off of just the basics of the strategy, hey, we're in a downtrend. I'm waiting for a green, you know what I'm saying, to show me we're coming up. And then once I see that next red, boom. Like say if you was right here, you was trying to get on the downtrend, which you could have got in, but it was real risky. I'm gonna be honest, cause look at this. This is a huge uptrend push, you know what I'm saying? But just say if you was somebody that wanted to get in shorts and say you risked $100, you know what I'm saying? You wanted to get in shorts. You just for some reason thought it was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a short play. Look at this. If some reason you thought it was gonna be a short play and you got in, man, you not risking nothing at all. Honestly. I think there's a way I can change this to percentage. Let me see. I really don't want to change the percentage. But if you're just looking at the graph like the green and red, you know what I'm saying? Imagine this was $100. If this is showing that it's more green than red, right? So this look like a what, 60-40 split, kinda, a little bit. Um, so pretty much, hey, if I win, you know what I'm saying, I'm up 60. If I lose, I'm down 40. Well then, hey, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's about almost 50%, but at the same time, it's not out of 100. I definitely, you know what I'm saying. I don't even, my bad. It's lagging a little bit, y'all. I'm trying to move it up to the close. But I'm saying, hey, that's not bad of a, you know what I'm saying? A 60, it really like 65-35, but a 60-40 split, man, I, you know what I'm saying? It's not too bad of a loss. You know what I'm saying? If you just following that strategy, I'm telling you, hey, if it's in a downtrend, green, once you see that red, aim for that low. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you counter trend trading if you was looking to go short just because, man, we just tapped into this fair value gap. Once I seen us push back out this fair value gap, I'm not thinking short, even if I see a red, because we pushed out of the fair value gap. But just some, you know what I'm saying? If you just had that basis, it's still not bad of a trade. And then say if it did follow through, yeah, you aiming for this low, but really it's probably gonna come touch this bottom of this fair value gap. If it closed past, it could potentially come get this low. So it's like you got so many. Yeah, it looked like a 1.64 or 1.6 trade, but it really a 2-to-1, 3-to-1. You know what I'm saying? But I got on a tangent. I told you I'll be getting on little tangents. Let's get back on track, man, because this is a long video as it is. We're gonna get in with just one other stock for y'all, and I'm gonna get in Crowdstrike since I'm in that one. And Crowdstrike is acting buns, cause how the heck is spy shooting up with Crowdstrike sitting? But it's okay. Um, as y'all can see, I was drawing these trend lines just to see. I was looking for breaks of trend, which was right here. But then it ended up breaking the freaking uptrend. I thought I was gonna keep holding overnight, and what it did overnight, it ended up breaking out. So I'm really debating on if I want to cut this trade, like go ahead and close and take my profits. Um, I know we got that 730. I want to see what that 730 news gonna do. Is it gonna push us all the way back up, or is we gonna continue to head down? Um, but let's look on the daily. I actually, when it came to CrowdStrike, I didn't even I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even look on like the daily. I just got in just because I knew SPY was at like 70, 78. And I was like, hey, we going to push up. And when I seen that, and I was like, hey, CrowdStrike down here at 1920, I might as well get in loans, which I did. I got in loans. You know what I'm saying? It came out pretty nice. I think I'm up like 98% on it. But now, since it shot down a little bit, I'm probably sitting at like 440 or so. Maybe 50. But we're gonna decide if we want to close it for some profit, just close it for profit, or we want to hold. Cause I did like at the very end we ended up pushing up above. My main thing that I was looking for us to close above was I think 428.20, and we ended up closing above it. But I did not expect us to drop back down. But it ain't too bad. It's not bad of a drop. As long as we can come back up and regain this high, I think we're good. As long as we come back up and regain this high. But if we don't, if I see us switching to a downtrend and I see us coming back, if we come back to 23, I might have to just cut it for probably 10-15% gain. That's it. Um, so actually, let me set alert down here. I just set it at 24 just so I can know ahead of time. But yeah, like I said, I didn't even look at the dang daily too much. I kind of fair value gap we had. Oh, that's a 1 hour. Oh, let's get to the daily. All right. So on the daily, if I'm looking at the daily, this would have me hesitate because I didn't like how this setup, just this whole setup just kind of looked weird. But like I said, I'm having like second thoughts on it. I'm like, man, you pretty much had 100% gain yesterday since you had closed. But something was like, just hold it, just hold it. So it's taking a little gamble, risking some of our profits. Um, what I was gonna say? Okay, so we're looking at this daily on CrowdStrike. We're currently in an uptrend. We gotta break this high to fully. We break 55. Oh my goodness. If we can break 55, it'll be so crazy. Like we probably going to at least 65, 70. something like that. And this potentially can be that break. Like that's why I do. It's like, man, I wanted to get in because when we was down here at 20, 19, and 20, I was like, man, this candle be a green candle. Hey, what is supposed to happen with the green candle? It's supposed to come take the most recent high. That's 33. We closed above 33. Man, we're going up to 50s. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I got in, y'all. That's why I got in. I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. If this candle closed green, and I was like, man, even if I get in at 1920, yeah, it could be red and come down. Hey, I'm willing to take that risk, man. Just because I knew, I ain't gonna say I knew 100%, but I figured SPY closing green today. More likely majority stocks are closing green today. Um, and that's why I got in. Cause I was like, man, a green closer. And I was honestly, y'all, I was thinking overnight we was gonna push up and probably just be gapped up here. That's what I honestly was thinking, but clearly we see it didn't happen like that. So we might see a slight pullback, then push up. But if it push, like I said, if it push all the way back down to like 23, it probably killed it. Um, so we really don't want to see. We really want to see it stop at like 25 and then shoot straight up. Um, but yeah, so we got a higher high. Our last low that we had was one right here. So actually, that's what we're finna do. Let me remove all these drawings. We're finna mark this together, and then this will be it. So we do got. Let's mark our lows first. We got this low, and these daily lows. Then we made a new high. Then we made another low. Then we made another high. Then we beat this low, so we can delete this one now. We made another low. Now we're looking to make a and this is the potential low because we got to beat a high out to solidify it. If we don't beat a high out, then this is it's a low, but it's not a higher low. You know what I'm saying? To switch to uptrend if it just comes straight back down. So we got this here. These are the main two lows we're looking at here. We got this low and this low. That's it. Alright, targets. Targets is, of course, this high first. This is a key target right here. We clip this high, it solidifies this right here. But right now the market act ugly, acting like you don't want to shoot up there. The next after this high, I told y'all we got the 50. So a close above here is key. Like a close above this 432.91 is key. Like a close above is key. That's going to catapult us all the way up. And I do see this though. We do have this fair value gap on the daily, all the way over here. So it could try to play around there, but I honestly think we just shoot straight past it. We got this fair value gap, of course. We did close. See, that's the thing that I don't like. We did close inside this gap, but we didn't clear it, so it stopped. It stopped at another gap somewhere. But we needed to switch to an uptrend. Honestly, we gotta have this taken out. We got to get this taken out. Honestly, yeah, we gotta get this taken out up here. So pretty much like I said, we got a green count. We gotta get this taken out up here. We go to the 4 hour. We got low, high, low, high. Look, it's starting to now. Okay? Let's mark this low out. These lows. Switch it to white for these 4 hours. Well, I ain't gotta mark that one out. Alright. I really don't want to. This is horrible if she come all down here. But I really don't want to even see it come tap into this right here, which is our level. We just remember I told y'all that that 23. That's this right here. To line up perfectly with that. I really honestly don't want to see it coming here, but it could come tap in and reject hard and then push to the upside. But if it closes in here, if it closes below this level on the 4 hour, oh, all bets are off. Get out the trade. Cause it's either consolidating or it's gonna come push all the way down. So just go ahead and get out. If you get a 4 hour close below there. And I'm talking about just below this counter open. This red counter open. Um, cause look at this. This is big consolidation range right here. So we gotta break out. We gotta break out. So we got a high. So we got our low. Then we got a new high. Then we just made another low. This is green. So this shows, hey, we should, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's not trying to come down here, we should respect this level. I can set an alert here. We should respect this low. And we looking for this high to get taken out up here. So we should respect this low, y'all. But you never know. Like I said we got news in 1 minute. So we don't even know what that might do. Or 30 seconds. We ain't even got a whole minute. So that news could, disrespect it, make it come down here. If it just shoots straight down, then hey, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying? 1 hour. We got pretty much this is the same scenario. We're looking for this to stay respected, but for this high to get taken. But we are rejecting off this gap. That's the only thing. We're rejecting off this gap. We gotta close inside this gap right here. Oh, the news pushed it up, so we closing past the gap, baby. We got 30 minutes to see if we can close past the gap though. So this level should be getting taken out. It's real close. I'm surprised it didn't trigger yet. It did beat that high. I just got my level not. I don't got my level exactly on it because I'm just putting in at certain points. So it did beat that high. So we just looking for that close to stay above to keep it moving. Um, what else, man? What else? Honestly, like I said, we looking on the macros for our main targets. Like I said, my main target is this high. We close above here nicely. Then I'm looking for this gap, which I think we close above here. We just shoot straight up. I don't even think we gonna care about this gap, honestly. But hey, being safe and cautious, aim for this bottom of this gap first. At 37, 36. Uh, so yeah, that's what I'm in now. I'm in these longs on Crowdstrike. Like I said, I was going to get a 0 DT spine, but I just didn't. It seemed like it was gonna move too slow for me, man. For a $2, $3 move, man. I needed it to move pretty fast. Cause with them 0 DTs, I want to get in and out my trade I'd say within an hour 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, if it's not moving within the hour 30, hey, I don't even want it. Cause like right here, this is where I was debating on getting in. You know what I'm saying? Right around here was when I was debating to get in. And look what it took. It took 15, 30, 1 hour. This the hour 30 right here. And it's not where I had would have got in. I got in. If I got in at 79, hour 30 just got here and it's at 79.06 and I got in at 79.31. Man, I'm down horrible. Like I'm down horrible on them 0 DTs. But hey, as you can see, it ended up pushing up. But that's not a risk that I'm willing to take. Like, yeah, it pushed up to what 82, and then it started chopping again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got in at 79, and I got in it by the time it got to 82, it was already what 1 o'clock, and I got in at 9:30, man, it's gonna kill your contract. And that's honestly me starting off trading and stuff, that what was killing me. Like I was buying zero TTEs and I was getting lucky, fortunate enough that when I was getting in, it was shooting up fast. Then when as the market started getting slower days and I'm trading on consolidation days, yes, I was right about where levels it was getting to, but it was just taking too long. It was just taking too long. And by the time I got there, I'm only up 30, $40 when if it would did at the beginning, I'm up $160 off the trade and stuff. Or I'm actually down or at break even when I get there. So it's like now I'm starting to, hey, do it even look like it's gonna boom, you know what I'm saying? Move quick or not. Once I seen this fair value get made, I'm like, yeah, I can get in long, but hey, it gotta see what it wanna do when it get to the fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? So it was just too risky for me. And I was like, if I would have got it out like 3, 4 days, and yeah, but just for zero DT, nah. And I just went to Crowdstrike and got in because I was like, Crowdstrike got to play catch up. Um, we want to see for Crowdstrike, we want to see it close above these highs on this 1 hour. So if it don't close above these highs, it's gonna be a challenging day today. But if we can close above this high on this first 1 hour candle, that'll be perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here because this is already almost an hour long. It's 45 minutes long, y'all. So it's gonna take a while to upload this. Now I'll see y'all in the next one. Your boy Keith is out. Peace.